So like you talked before about, the pressure of performing in Japan because they expect perfection. And we've talked before on this podcast about like idol culture in Japan and how they kind of expect perfection, not only like on the stage, but off the stage
like
as well.
Person.
Yeah, you really get put on a pedestal here, it seems like. What's it like in your position? Do you feel like you have the pressure to be like perfect in every aspect of your life, or do you just not give a shit?
Well, for example, like the concerts themselves are completely different. Like I said, Japanese audiences tend to sort of enjoy the MC talking sections a lot, and so they like to hear about like your private life and what you're doing, and like they like to hear you talk. But then for example, the overseas audience, they just want to like have fun.
Do the music.
Play the anime opening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I end up not talking much on stage when I go overseas. But yeah, I think in the Japanese industry, though, they have exactly image of what kind of concert they want to do, and then you do that exact kind of concert. And then also the fans have like they like to make you a character.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
become a character sort of thing. So it was kind of interesting though. Like I became a Nano character in the beginning, and I tried to sort of live up to that expectation, but then I realized that it's kind of impossible.
Oh yeah.
So little by little, like I'm becoming a lot more freedom, and right now I'm just me. But
have you ever had any uncomfortable situations arise from trying to be more yourself and the fans wanting this perfect image of you?
Well, I did sort of think about like, is this what sort of character Nano would do or say or not? That kind of thing.
That's weird because you are Nano.
Yeah, exactly.
What would the fans think that I would do? I should do that.
What is like the main difference between the character Nano and like you as just Nano?
It was really sort of distinct because I didn't show my face in the beginning.
Right.
So anything that sort of showed like a personality. No, on stage I did, but in photos.
Right.
So I never showed my face in photos and stuff. And so anything that sort of showed a characteristic of myself, the human side of Nano.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, they created a character, not like, did they make a lore around it, or was it just how they perceived the way you would act off camera?
Well, it was kind of like my artist image as well. My director also wanted to go in a direction where I was not too open. I was more mysterious.
Right.
Yeah.
And who's Nano? Are they a boy or a girl? I don't
Japanese
know.
audiences love that shit, don't they? They love the mysterious
because
characters.
you can then apply, based off the music and the performances, you can think like, oh, I think they're like this, and they must be like this.
Yeah.
But actually, it did help me focus on my music more.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to think about, what I looked like, what, my image was like. I could just focus on my music and not, focus on the other aspects of the visual aspects.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people forget that in the music industry, sometimes a lot of like image is just as important as the music as well. So being able to focus on the music, I feel is a big advantage because that just means you can just focus on what you're really passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's always like, they always think that, people on like X Factor and the American Idol, because they're too humanized to us and that we see them way too similar to ourselves, they don't work very well as pop stars because they're not larger than life characters.
Yeah.
So I feel like in almost some aspects you'll kind of have to like not tell everyone about everything about yourself because they're going to think like, oh well, I know everything about Nano. She's like a normal everyday person. But if it's like Nano, oh my god, mysterious person who's amazing at music, it's like
perhaps now that I'm completely myself.
Can't believe
my fantasy is ruined.
The facade is gone. We are breaking the fourth wall now.
Yeah, like I saw like it's very similar to like I read like this article on the reason why Daft Punk hides their faces now.
Yeah.
It's because like, it's exactly the same thing. It's like they just want to like completely focus on the music. They want to like basically cut off the connection between the person making the music and the actual music. So now the two members of Daft Punk, they can do whatever the fuck they want in their personal life and no one can say anything otherwise, right? So
they could be at their own concert in the crowd and no one would actually know.
Right.
But that was so convenient because I could go anywhere and do anything without people realizing who I was.
Right.
So I could, go to the convenience store in pajamas and be like, hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Would you do that when you had your face
Oh,
in?
definitely. I still do.
Have you ever been noticed or like recognized in Japan?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Really?
Wow.
What if you have, but they just didn't come to you?
Yeah. What if they're like, oh my
Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
from a distance?
On my Wikipedia, does it say that?
No,
Does it say that I go to convenience stores in my pajamas?
It does
Nano
now.
was spotted on so-and-so date in her pajamas at a Family Mart.
Was
Yeah,
it TMZ that does that now?
Yeah,
Is there like a Japanese TMZ? Or
Fuck, I don't know. It's
Have you
just
seen like the
idle
YouTuber
fans.
TMZ?
what's the YouTuber
It's
TMZ?
like YouTuber TMZ.
Oh no,
It's
I have
really-
seen that.
It's really creepy. They like follow like the 13
Oh, tube filter, right?
Something like that.
Something
They
like
just-
that.
They like
I
stalk like the
know.
13, 14-year-old TikTok stars and just
Yeah.
ask them questions. It's like, what do you they're like,
But it's
TMZ
mostly
does that now.
it's mostly in LA, right?
Yeah, it's-
Which is,
of course it's LA.
Yeah, because I see some of those TMZ YouTubers now, and I get this image that just LA YouTubers
LA
live
is
on a
another
different
planet.
planet.
Yeah.
LA just works differently from the rest of the world. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
But I spent so much time, not having an identity.
Yeah.
So for like years and years, I spent doing music just, without an identity. So now that I do have an identity and I'm more free now, sometimes I don't know who I am. Sometimes I'm like, lost at that point. But
Yo, this is getting pretty deep.
Well,
but no,
yeah.
I totally get it though.
It's like, it is a very uncomfortable thing where you're like, am I the character that people think I am, or
Yeah.
am I the
What
me?
is
Because-
Nano?
Oh, this is stressful.
Because
I do get that as well.
I've experienced like something similar doing YouTube where I don't know if my personality has shifted in like the 10 years I've done YouTube, but have I shifted because I've done YouTube, or have I shifted because of my own personal reasons? I don't know.
The way I try and like tell people, at least I think I tell myself this, to like, this is right? Like I think I present like an image of myself that is like me on my best days, right? It's because obviously you get sad, you get those days where you don't want to do anything, and you're a little
You
not
show
fun.
your human
Yeah.
Yeah,
side.
you're kind
Yeah.
of not fun to be around.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to show that, but then it's
Yeah.
like, am I lying by not showing that? Like, I don't know. I hate this.
exactly.
It's so uncomfortable.
Because I feel like that when there's a camera, I feel like I have to be in like the good mode, the entertaining mode, where sometimes you just don't feel like being entertaining or talking.
I just gotta like take the smile pill, right? And just be like, yep, I'm on camera now. Hey. Yeah. It's tough. Like, and I feel like, I can completely see why, like, especially on the YouTuber side, right? Like why there has kind of been this like I've almost seen as like a growing thing of faceless YouTubers. Just because I think people are starting to realize the kind of not risk per se, but the demerits to like showing your face and showing yourself on camera.
It's way more pressure, and I've
Yeah.
noticed that since because I started off with most people not knowing much about me, and then Trash Taste started, and now I'm on camera every week, and it's something that I just haven't been used to
I'm
at
just
all.
lazy. I just can't be bothered going through all the effort of like hiding my identity.
But
It's
like I said earlier, though, I think the Japanese industry,
like that,
the
yeah.
entertainment industry used to be very sort of strict, and they expected you to sort of portray an artist image, and
Yeah.
so like idols and
like it would be a huge scandal, right? If they were dating
Exactly.
someone.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But thanks to YouTube and like this recent sort of generation, a lot of musicians and entertainers are starting to become YouTubers. And
Yeah.
I think that's a huge plus because they're realizing that they can be themselves more and still work.
Be human.
Yeah,
right?
and be human, and people are actually looking for that now.
Yeah.
And so this is a huge, big sort of, plus for the entertainment industry. And I think it's a good change for us. And I feel it's a chance for us to be more of ourselves and to really put out, our own messages into our work.
Did you have any control over your own like artist image, or was
Not
that
in the
all?
beginning. This is my first time actually talking about this, and I would love to talk about it.
A
Actually.
Trash Taste
Okay,
exclusive.
let's go. Let's go.
Exclusive. No, but everything in the beginning of my career, because I was completely an amateur. I wasn't
right.
like usually rock artists start doing their stuff before their debut. Like they do small lives, venues,
Yeah.
they do tours, they have a fan base. But for me, like day one that my fans made a debut with me was my day one as well.
Right.
And I didn't do lives before that. I didn't have media coverage, anything out there. So it was just Nico Nico. And so I needed aid. I needed direction.
Yeah.
And so my director made sort of this image of what kind of artist I should be, and I tried to sort of be that to
Right.
extent that I could. So in the beginning, though, everything was completely like,
decided for you.
Yes, decided for me, and I didn't even know what I wanted yet as a musician.
Yeah.
So I couldn't say, hey, I want to do this. I just wanted to sing. That's
Yeah.
all that I wanted to do.
And that's how it normally is. Artists just kind of, a lot of things I noticed about artists is that they just want to focus on the art and they have no idea about how to market themselves
So
or
it
branding.
really helped me to have the direction.
Right.
And to be told, like, everything other than the singing part, how to do this, how to do that. They taught me about the entertainment industry. They taught me how to do lives. They taught me how to take artist photographs. They taught me everything.
God, I wish I knew that.
Yeah, right. We just kind of had to like learn on the job and take an array of the most awkward photos that have ever been
Yeah.
In the
taken.
beginning, it was so sad because I didn't show my face, but I had to take artist photographs. I was always wearing a hood.
Right. Yeah.
And so I was like standing in front of the camera wearing a hood and not showing my face. And I was like, this could be
Anyone else could do
else.
this.
It
Yeah.
could be a mannequin and no one would notice.
Yeah, right.
Does it have to be me? And that kind of thing. And even in my promotion videos, I didn't show my face. And so my neck was always like this. And by the end of the video, I'd be like, oh, my neck, my neck. So, that happened behind the cameras. And there were a lot of things that were difficult in the beginning.
Right.
But now that I think about it, it was really funny. It was really funny and fun. And it helped me learn about a lot of things.